Hey adults, I think a little bit more relaxed, put a little music in the background just to kind of add a little classical rock maybe, hopefully. We're going to work today is for our adult grappling class, the Hayastan Grappling program. We're going to teach you how to make a grappling dummy, which is stuff you have around the house. We're going to need a beach towel. Why? Because they're longer. You can use other things. You're going to need a couple rubber bands to hold the hands or the wrists together on it. You're going to need a hoodie, either a zipper hoodie or a regular hoodie. I prefer zipper because it's easier to do, but again, you can still use a regular hoodie. You're going to need a pillow. You're going to need a top, either an old grappling top or a karate top. I like the karate tops because they tie, but again, you can use a grappling top too. And you're going to need a belt. So if you don't have this stuff, you want to grab it right now. I did mention earlier when we were going live, I said adult grappling will be tying this. If you missed this video, next Monday during my novice, advanced, juniors, and adult karate classes, they're going to be grappling and they will be working on making their dummy too. So, okay, simple stuff. Beach towel, hoodie, pillow, another gi top, and a white belt. Hopefully you got a white belt floating around. Okay? Why? The belt just helps hold together. Everything holds us together. Okay? Now this is not meant to be something you powerhouse throw away. This is just to help us have there. Okay? Because we were doing some grappling last week where I'm moving around where there's nothing there. Well, this is a chance for you to have something from me as a gift for Easter free. And if you missed this video, you can always come back for this. So if you haven't had a chance, grab your stuff. I'm looking right now to see we got somebody on there live. Hopefully you got a towel. I'm going to teach you how to make it, and then we're going to practice on it. And if you missed this, you can always come back and watch how to do it. Okay? But one of my gifts is to get this stuff that you have in your house. Beach towel. Why the longer? Hoodie, preferably a zipper one, or a regular hoodie's fine. I'm using a zipper one because it's easier. A pillow, nice firm pillow. And then a karate gi or a gi top, and then some rubber bands and a white belt. Okay? So it's something I want you to have. Hopefully, I see somebody's on there right now. Nice. How you doing, Nicole? Good to see you. Good to see you. Maybe Neil's watching, or Nicole is one of you guys are. I'm not sure which one. But you can make this. This is kind of really simple and fun, but it's a way to have a partner without having a partner. Okay? So I'm going to give you another minute or two. That way if you need to gather stuff, actually I'll give you exactly 2 minutes to get, then I'm going to start making it, okay? And then we're going to show you how to apply the techniques. It's a real fun way, costs you zero money because this stuff you should have at your house, okay? So again, bear with me for a minute or two so everybody get a chance to get a beach towel, a grappling top, a pillow, a hoodie, a couple rubber bands just to help hold things together, and a karate belt. Now, do you have to have the rubber bands? No. So if you forget the rubber bands, can't find them today, don't worry about it. You can rebuild it again. Once you do this once, you keep doing it over and over. Okay? If you don't have a zipper hoodie, you can use a regular hoodie. You want a firm pillow. The firmer the pillow, the better. The bigger the pillow, the better too. So if it's a real short pillow, it's going to be a lot harder to do. You want to have a good sized pillow. If you have a body pillow, that'd be awesome. That'd be really nice size. Okay? But again, this is a pretty firm pillow. We got about another minute left. So some things I want to talk about a little bit. Again, grab your stuff. If you've just tuned in right now, you need to grab a beach towel. You got a long towel. Even if you don't have a beach towel, a regular towel will work. Just not as good. It's not as long for the arms. You want the arms to be long. Okay? You need a couple rubber bands if you have those. If you don't, you can still do the project. You definitely need a pillow. You need a hoodie, and you need a gi top and a belt. Okay? Stuff that you should have laying around your house. You don't have to go and buy this. There's stuff you can do and buy stuff to make it a little bit even better yet. But right now our goal is just to make this user-friendly and give you a chance to build this, okay? So we got somebody else just jumping on there. Nice, great, good to see. All right, so we're gonna start out. Here's the big towel. You can see it's really long, the beach towel, okay? Now, obviously it's a full towel. What I do is I fold it in half, okay? Fold it in half. And you lay it on the floor. Okay? So make sure it's about half. Okay? Then what you do here is you take wherever you folded it, two pieces together, have it face you. Okay, make it nice and flat. Now what you want to do is fold it in, a little tiny fold, the whole thing, all the way through fold it. Okay? now what you're going to do is kind of roll it. You want to roll it tight as you can. So you're rolling this as tight as you can. And as you see, you got to work a little bit to get it down at the other end. Roll it a little bit. What I do is as I roll it, I come down and work the other side. Keep it as tight as you can. Tight as you can. Keep rolling it. I like to work it little by little. I kind of squish it together and roll it. So it looks like a giant tube. Now, substitution, if you own one, you could do a pool noodle. Pool noodle works. You can use a pool noodle in this. Right now, I'm just going to rubber band the end, okay? And I don't have pool noodles, but I want you to go buy one. So from there, I go to the other end. I keep it real tight, make sure it's tight. Squeeze that together, and I wrap a rubber band around this end. Okay, now, I like to use at least 3 rubber bands. Sometimes if you have an extra rubber band, put 4 or 5 in there. The noodles stay together better, okay? So I've got one on each end, and they're about 6 inches from the end, give or take. The next one I'm gonna put down in the middle, okay? I actually have another rubber band, so I'm gonna put an extra one in there. It's just nice to have a couple extra here and there, okay? And you wrap it down through. Oh, if that rubber band break, now you use 3, okay? So, part 1, I had this on the floor, I folded it in half. I pulled the creased end away from me, pushed it away from me, had the ends that come together, roll it up as tight as I could. As tight as I could. Put a rubber band about 5 inches, 6 inches from each end, one in the middle preferably. If you don't have it, it just makes it harder to jam in the object. Now, I've got a hoodie, this is a zipper hoodie. I'm gonna lay this flat on the floor, okay? And what I'm gonna do here is take one of the arms, one arm, and I'm gonna stick it right inside the grappling arm, right in the arm, just like an arm going through. My arm's feeding it through. Get it all the way in there to the wrist, okay? Pretty simple. Next one, again, same idea. Push it right inside. Feed it right through with your arm. This is why I say it's a little easier when it's a zipper. If you're trying to do it with another hoodie, I have a hoodie, I can show it to you that if you want. Just makes it a little bit harder. So you pull it through. Now, as you see, it looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it flat again. Okay, now, you want your towel up by the part, okay? Next thing, you take your pillow. It's a little tricky to do. It's a pretty fluffy pillow, okay? I put this in, and I put the hoodie around it. So it's like I'm making a little head for the hoodie, okay? And then you're gonna adjust this as you do it. Now, if I didn't have the zipper, I would be jamming this up inside the hoodie, okay? You can't really see too much, you gotta pull your arm through and work it. But this zipper makes my job easier. So I'm gonna close this zipper, and I'm gonna start zipping it up. And I tuck this in, and I get this up here so the pillow's up inside that hoodie nice and tight, okay? And I zip it up far as I can. Now, the strings are great because this is what's gonna make the head shape. I don't know if you can see this, I'll get a little closer for you. This is what's gonna make that head shape for you, right here. Okay, push that up in there, and I slide this up, and then I take my strings, I pull them kind of tight, and I tie them, which gives me a head shape. I put a little bow knot in it, and then what I do is I put another little crossover. Just cross them over again. So this is what you're looking at right here. Got arms, got a face. I call them Freddy. Why? It sounds like a cool name. Freddy, okay? So that's part of it. Now, what makes it stronger now is that now I take the gi top. If you have a karate gi top, they work the best because they have strings on it. If you don't have a karate gi top, it still works, okay? It gives it more stability and weight. So, same thing, just like I took that towel and pushed it through the arm, I push it through the karate gi arm, or the gi, any gi you have. I reach in, help pull it through, snug it in, and then again, same thing, I'm gonna feed the other arm through. I'm feeding this in. And then I pull it in. Okay, so I've got this position here. I'm laying it sideways so you see it a little better. Okay, now what I do here is I take string and I come across. If you don't have the string, you just kind of fold it in. But being this is an extra step to keep it together better. So I come across fairly tight. I want his gi tight. I don't want his gi falling apart. If I have a tie on it, that's what I want to do. I definitely want to work this. to make Freddie happy. So fixing his gi form. Fold it across. Now, the fun part. Depending what size belt you have, depends how many times you go around his waist. A small belt extra right here, just so I can wrap it around him, just to help hold it in here to make it look more like a grappling dummy. You want to go up towards his armpits almost. If you go down too low, there's nothing here because it's a small pillow. If it was a bigger pillow, it would work better that way. But again, you work with what you have for free. Okay? Tighten it up, get it pretty tight around his stomach. Okay? The tighter it is, the better it'll stay. Not so good. So, we have our friend today and our training partner, Freddie. Looks just like a person, kind of, huh? Yeah, I know he's looking at you. He's all scary. But again, Freddie's here to help you train. Okay, so first thing I want to teach you here is how we can do a hangman choke. Hangman chokes are excellent because a lot of times people bring their hands up like this to block. And you can't get your hand in there. Okay, you can't get through to get that choke. So I'm going to reach over and grab his gi right here. See the gi right here? Okay, I want to reach up deep as I can towards his ear and come under his arm and push behind his head. And I'm going to pull. That's called a hangman choke. Okay, so again, I'm going to do it the other side. No hands blocking so you can see it good. And come grab right here as deep as I can. Other hand comes up underneath, goes behind the head. This arm needs to be up straight, or straight as you can get it. If it's down here, this technique is not as good. Doesn't work very good. So you want to have that hand underneath, come up, and pull. And what I'm pulling is not so much this hand, I'm just lifting that up. The hand right here is going around the neck, around Freddie's neck. Okay? You can name him anything you want. Freddie, Martha, Bill, whatever name you want to use, okay? So have fun with it, okay? So, there's our basic, very strong choke. If he's on all four like this, I can do the same move. Come right up and do it. See, I'm showing the same move, but he's on all four here. He's on all four, I come up underneath, grab that gi. Come under his arm, lift up. I'm going to pull him up like this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm doing the same move, getting that hand up and pulling, okay? So it's just showing you how to do a hangman choke. Very strong, very good move. One of my favorite grappling moves to do. I love it. It's a good time. So that's the move right here. See, I'm grabbing. And the other arm lifts this arm up, and it goes behind my head, okay? So what else can we do here? I don't know, pick a move. Let's go choke. So I'm going to sit here, and just so you can see it, wrap my legs around him, got my hooks in, arm comes across, making that, grab the bicep, pull behind his head, there's your choke. Oh, he's tapping, so his arm's tapping. Oh, very good, very good. Make sure when your opponent taps, you stop. If you missed how to do this and you're just tuning in how to make your own little grappling dummy, this is not my dummy from the dojo. This is one I just made. I'm going to demonstrate this next Monday during our during our novice Pee-wee, during our advanced Pee-wee, juniors, and adult class, how to do this. Because we're going to be focusing on next Monday, grappling. So I'm going to show everybody how to make their own little grappling dummy. If you missed out, it's not a big deal. All right, so arm comes through, make a nice V or a triangle. Grab your bicep, come behind, and choke. If he starts tapping, oh, he's tapping, okay, all right, stop. All right, so don't forget that. Now you say, what else can I do with this? Well, what's our next move we do here? He's blocking, right? He's blocking. Grab his arm, push his head, fall back, arm bar. There it is, Freddie's arm bar. Oh, he's tapping. All right, let's try it. So we got little Freddie here. I'm glad nobody's name's Freddie in the school here. I feel bad, but we don't have anybody named Freddie, so nice, huh? So again, he's blocking. Freddie's blocking. I'm trying to get in. I go under his arm. I fall back. As I fall back, I push the head. Leg comes over. Arm bar. All right. So all those moves that we were doing ghosting. If you remember ghost training, okay? All right. He's taking a break right now. You know, here's the choke. Across. Hangman choke. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, move we just did. Underneath, push, over, arm bar. So if you don't have that dummy, you can do that move right now. So you're gonna say, I'm just gonna sit and watch. Come on, get involved. You can do this without the dummy if you forgot to get your material ready. I pasted it earlier on Facebook page. But again, don't forget, next Monday, I'm going to redo again how to make this so everybody can learn how to do it. So I'm going to do it each of the karate classes, okay? So everybody knows how to do it. So I want everybody to have their own little friendly grappling dummy, okay? So very important. All right, so I'm going to turn him sideways so you can see little Freddy here, okay? So what do I got next? Knee on belly. Oh, grab the arm, push the face down, step over, fall back. Arm bar, Freddy. Lift up. All right. So let's do it again. Okay, knee on belly. You can either go like this. You can go like this, pulling his head up, right? You can push his face, step over his head, fall back. Tight, lift up. All right, so how do we do that without Freddy? Freddy's used to happen, so. Okay, same angle facing you all. Knee on belly, leg out, pull the head. He pushed up, grab the arm, step over the head, fall back, arch your hips up. There's your move. So you can do that without little Freddy today. But I want you to have this grappling dummy because this is going to be a lot of fun down the road. You might have to, depending on how much you beat him up or her up, how hard you rough him up, you might have to redo him or her, a couple times a week, depending how much you play with this thing. Also, right now we only did one towel in the arms. Depending on how big your arms are and how big your gi is or your hoodie is, you can also use 2 towels to wrap it up. I've done it with 2 towels. I've done it with 1 towel. Totally up to you. Again, my favorite part of this, the hoodie is a zipper. Makes it easier. You can do it with a regular hoodie. It just takes a little bit more work. You can't see all the fine stuff I'm doing pushing it through. Okay? Another thing, if you don't have the rubber bands, this thing will come loose and start unraveling. So you want to make sure you get your rubber bands on there about 6 inches down. Okay? And if you want to put more rubber bands on it, that's great too. Put on like 5, 6 rubber bands on all of it to hold it together tighter. Okay? So, next move. We could do a arm bar, regular arm bar. We're sitting on top. His hands are here blocking. I grab, turn my foot, right? Just like this. Just push the head down, step over, and there's my arm bar right there. Lift up, arm bar. Squeezing those knees, digging those heels in. A lot of people when they do arm, I'm gonna give you a side angle, a little bit more of a side angle here. A lot of people will wax their legs like this and try to arm bar. You really want to pull your heels in, squeeze those knees, and then lift up. Okay? So that's the motion. You want to squeeze those in, knees tight, and then lift up. Okay? So if I was to do this without Freddy, in case you didn't do your fun project today, I'm going to start in this position right here. Okay? I'm grabbing the arm, pulling him up, lifting, pressing down, step over, fall back, hold that arm tight. I can either lock it like this, hold it here, okay? These heels I want to pull into me. Keep those knees tight as I can, lift up, side angle, okay? Don't go like this, my feet are way out. Pull those feet in, pull your heels into his body tight. Squeeze your knees, arch your hips. Very important, okay? So, there's an arm bar with it. Regular arm bar, okay? Now, here's the next move. Okay, next move. Udigrama or a figure 4. Okay, entangled arm. Okay, so right here, his arm's up like this. I take it's his left arm, I take my left hand, grab his wrist. Okay, drop my elbow next to his head, grab here, pull down, lift up with the right. I pull down to his body and lift. Okay, let me give you a side angle here. Okay, so I'm sideways on him. His arm's like this. A lot of times his arm will start up here like this, fighting with you. You just swim underneath and push it that way. Drop your elbow next to his head. Come up, grab your own wrist, pull down, lift up. Okay, give you another side angle here. I'm here, and his arm's up here pushing. His arm's not going to just lay there a lot of times. So I swim my hand through, press on his wrist, elbow tight to his wrist, grab, pull down, lift up. Okay? What's good about these little grappling dummies, you can use them over and over and over, and they're never going to complain. All right? So a little bigger pillow would be better. This is, a standard pillow. The firmer the pillow, the better. If it's real soft and squishy and there's nothing to it, it's going to make it a little bit harder for you. You want to have a little material there. Okay? And again, a little longer, the better for you. So don't forget about this. This is a lot of fun. Don't Don't miss out on all these easy techniques we can do. So if I was to do that move without Freddie there, okay, I would be in a side control. Okay, I swim through, grab his wrist, come underneath, grab my wrist, pull down, lift up. So again, he's pushing on me, I swim through his arm, grab his wrist, here, pull down, lift up. Okay? So, I hope you enjoy this segment, how to make yourself a little grappling dummy and how to apply it. We're going to be using this on a bunch of our techniques, so I hope you have this and make it and keep it around, because I think you're really going to enjoy doing it if you don't have a partner. Okay? And everything, because it obviously doesn't have legs and stuff too, but you can do a lot of cool stuff on this. We'll show you how to do spinning arm bars, all kinds of neat stuff. You know, we're going to show you how to do a little spider guard and stuff like that too. So if I have my dummy and he's in my guard, you can do arm bar from guard. But you know, one of my favorites here is throw my feet up here into a spider position, controlling them like this. I could drop that in, pull them right over, right to a triangle, as you can see like that. Okay, give you a side angle again, right to a triangle. So some fun stuff to do with a little guy. And if you missed how to do this, next Monday we're going to do it during all the karate classes, so don't miss out on how to make yourself a free dummy. There's some household stuff. Thanks for tuning in. See everybody Wednesday. All right, John Matami, see you later. Cheat, right? Have a great day.